Thank you for inviting me. As an expert in Spanish property, particularly here in the Costa del Sol, everything to do with the market, I have seen a lot of things over the last 15 or so years. But you guys seem a little different. And just for the sake of getting this clear, so your names and your position, you're both business partners?
Yeah.
The two owners of the House of Mojo and all the bits that come underneath it?
Damn right.
Okay. Danish?
Yep, originally Danish.
Are you a Danish agency?
Definitely not.
Okay, what are you then?
Yeah, well, we are. The Americans love this guy for some reason,
Just
right?
Come back from the
And
States.
the Germans love this guy.
Yeah. Deutsche Grundigkeit.
Okay.
No, but we speak several languages and we are an international company.
You guys are one of the only companies that I know that really offer a service that goes from before the purchase, during the purchase, and way past the purchase. And this is you're putting this under the banner of the House of Mojo, correct? Just explain this to me. Why?
Well, we need control of the full value chain to provide the service that we think is necessary for our client base. And that means that we're not going the traditional way, being just a real estate company, maybe having different branches along the coast. We have a headquarter with 55 people covering all aspects needed related to the property purchase.
And what would those be, broadly speaking?
Well, it starts very important with our legal department of 3 lawyers. Then we have the finance departments where we make companies for investors, or we just handle the different tax papers that needs to present each year for non-Spanish or Spanish residents. That's the 2 key ones. Then we have an architect design studio, and it goes on like that in the whole Mojo group.
So it's hard enough to make a real estate company successful here in the Costa del Sol, but to make a whole bunch of companies successful at the same time next to each other over a period of just 7 years. Explain to me the House of Mojo. What is it called?
Well, we decided to build our house with pillars. And there is key pillars. We just talked about the estate side of things and the services from legal, finance, architect and design studio. But 80% of our clients want to rent out the property. It's a second home market that we are providing properties to. So we made our own rental companies. And by having our own rental company and plus 100 properties, we also needed a cleaning company. And then we needed a laundry set up. So we have 72 square meters, as we just showed you, on the full laundry setup. And then you need, of course, property maintenance. So who's gonna clean your pool, my friend? So,
wow.
You know, it goes on and on from aircon service and everything. So we have our property maintenance department as well. And then suddenly with those clients that we are servicing, we are starting to get into in the investment side of things. So we had to create a investment trust. We run a few under the brand Mojo Capitals, where investors come with their money and we make sure they make a great return on their investment. And the final pillar in the whole setup is our co-ownership concept. So this is not a timeshare, it's a real co-ownership that we developed, where 8 owners own one property through a Spanish company. They're 12.5% shareholders, and we cover all the aspects of them, and they come down and enjoy their home 6 weeks a year in a booking rotation system. And that's the House of Mojo.
Boom.
So 2 Danish guys here in the Costa del Sol creating this empire, House of Mojo. How do you guys end up doing all this? How do you get started?
In 2018 we started, but we met long before that. I came down in 2005.
I was then 2014.
14, right?
Yeah.
I came for the same reasons as you did, as we all do, the sun, trying to get a better quality of life. And
So what's your actual background? What did you do before you came here?
I have a background in entertainment and a bit of property.
I thought I was something more colorful.
Well,
Thank
that's
God.
colorful enough.
Entertainment, yes. Is that with the commas?
Well, I used to be quite operative in the music scene, and then I went into publishing and management. I've always been surrounded by people on making ends meet deals and broker things if it's licensing rights for certain countries to another country. So it's basically the same thing I do today, but my background, industry-wise, is from entertainment.
This is in Denmark?
Yeah, well, also Denmark.
Okay.
But
He's so modest. He made hits for Lenny Kravitz, Beyonce.
I've worked with a lot of people.
And what's it called? Silver Corner.
I played a small part in big things. Like I do now.
Yeah, he's a modest guy. Not on video though. You're not that modest.
No.
But now you are.
Yeah.
What about you?
I have a financial background.
Right.
So
you need that. You can't have it all dancing.
No, I'm in the back office guy now, right? So I love being outside, but we need somebody to run the backside of this monster we created, basically. No, my background is I'm Danish. I took all the schools you can imagine, from right away to the MBA side of things. I've been in biotech, I've been in finance, and now I'm in real estate. I came down here to retire, actually. And then my wife kicked me out on the sofa and said, you had one more big thing going.
And
now we're here.
I had one foot in the property market.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you were like, okay.
Then you helped me buying a property,
Yeah,
and I said,
of course.
What a messy process.
That's true.
And I said to Jacob, this is horrible.
Yeah.
Nothing works.
Yeah.
Legal, notary.
Yeah. That's how it kicked off. We just thought we could do it better.
Yeah,
really.
he said, let's do it. Let's do it better.
And did you?
Oh, sure.
I think we've done a good job.
Yeah.
In all modesty.
Well, we're still in process. We're not flawless, but it's we increased the service level to the next you can dream of.
Spain isn't famous for efficiency and anything to do with paperwork, bureaucracy, and stuff like that. It's great in many other ways.
Are you asking or telling?
I'm telling you. I've been here since 1975, so I'm telling
yeah.
you. Would I be right to assume that the Scandinavian organizational aspect that you guys have, probably in your DNA, has played a large part in every step of the House of Mojo?
That is a big driver in our business. And this is what our clients typically come to seek, and this is what we offer. This is why we have all the pillars that Pierre was explaining. A full service before, under, and after. This is efficiency. This is what we are masters at.
So you encounter something that you feel that is frustrating to you,
yeah,
and you think, well, if it's frustrating to me, it must be frustrating to people.
Yeah, we've both
like
been
me.
here long enough to experience all these things,
Yeah.
and now we are trying to clean up the mess as good as we can for the next poor victim coming in. Yeah, this is basically it.
Yeah.
Taking the pain out of the process.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Two questions wrapped into one. First of all, where do you find yourself within the marketplace? What sort of ranking would you give yourself?
Okay.
Okay. Just so people understand the context. And the second thing is, I've noticed a lot of agencies, they put on their websites and they say they give an A to Z service, one-stop shop for all your needs. It's a very common thing to see.
Yeah.
What is the key difference with you? I mean, you're saying the same thing, right? Or not? What's the difference?
Well, the difference is that we are the real thing. As you can see today, we showed you, we are all having in-house services. So when agencies, they have a rental opportunity and so on, it's not their own company. Most of the time they're just trying to find somebody and give you to those, and then they're gone. Our leading position is that, I would say, size-wise and stuff like that, business-wise, we're on the top 10, and that's of course a lot. But we're on the top 10, and we're actually number 1 when it comes to the services that we provide, the whole package in the value chain. There we are the only one on the coast who can do this.
So the key word here then is the one-stop shop that many say they do is basically a referral process, whereas yours is in-house. That's the key differentiation.
And that creates problems, because if you start up in a level and servicing our clients, and then the quality goes down, they come back to you and say, what happened? And that's why we started the rental company 6 years ago after estates. So it's a natural process for us.
So no referrals, but in-house.
In-house.
The way to go.
To take control, make sure that we deliver what we are always saying.
So you have the House of Mojo, basically everything under one giant roof. How big an area do you actually offer the service? What area do you cover?
It's a big area, from Malaga Center to Estepona, touching on Soto Grande, which is maybe 90 kilometers in total. We try not to take on more. East Malaga is moving a little bit, and even further down than Soto Grande is moving, but we consider ourselves specialists. So this is where we really focus, especially on Benalmádena and Marbella, the core, and then of course everything that's in between. But we try not to stretch too thin, even though it's a massive area.
It's a big
already.
area, but you cover it, because how many agents do we have?
Yeah, how many do we have?
I don't know, 18, 20 agents?
Around
like
that number all the time. There's always 2 in and out, but 18 we do have on a steady.
So they cover the coast.
Yeah, they cover it, and everyone has their little niche, their little pocket where they know a lot.
And just to be clear, this area, all those services under the House of Mojo?
Yes.
But I think the magic for us is the Mojo sauce in this setup here is that Jacob and I are not real estate agents in any way, shape and form. We are not. You are an extreme. Everybody loves Jacob. He wants to bring the best to everybody and make their dream come true, basically. I mean, he can go on for 16 hours with clients until they get it fulfilled. Our ambitions is more in terms of I love the building part of it. Not so much the maintenance part of it. That's of course needed, but you've got manager for that.
Our challenge now is actually to keep the quality up as we grow. This is where we're spending a lot of time now. But I mean, I don't think any of us were imagining being 50 plus. Definitely
No,
not. I think, hey, we're good at what we do. We can help. We can grow this to 10 people.
I mean, there is like the more money, more problems type thing. Is that?
Yeah, but I think, as I said, we are not real estate agents, but we're also not here for the money. Remember, we got all the money that we need. And I'm not saying that we don't want to be a successful company, but that was not the goal. It was actually to go out, especially on your side, to help people. Yeah. And I love the building side.
To suck the mojo out of them, you know?